Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this November the 5th, 2024. I'm hoping everybody had a great Tuesday. I just hope everybody has a great Tuesday evening. Hope everybody can stay safe and well, and also enjoy the weather, because it's the only weather you got. Okay, in tonight's video, we're going to be talking about Tropical Storm Rafael. We're going to start off with it first. You can see here is Tropical Storm Rafael getting a little better organized, getting a lot of more deep convection. Would not be surprised to see a little eye wall trying to form in the center of Rafael. As you can see here is Cuba, and here are the Cayman Islands here. We'll continue to move in that direction across Cuba and then into the Gulf of Mexico. Let's take a look at the forecast cone from the National Hurricane Center. Alright, you can see here's the tropical storm force winds in yellow. You can see the hurricane warning for the Cayman Islands, also up here around Cuba. Also Jamaica area as well. Also we have in the blue, we have tropical storm warnings, tropical storm watches in yellow. We have tropical storm warnings also for portions of the Florida Keys. Alright, you can see it remains a hurricane all the way through 1 p.m. Friday, then back off to a tropical storm by 1 p.m. Saturday, and then approach the Louisiana coast by 1 p.m. Sunday. But you can see the big area of uncertainty. It could go far west as Texas and far east as the Florida Panhandle. So right now they're looking at the center of the storm making landfall somewhere in Louisiana. Alright, if you're tracking this system at home, it's located near latitude 19.3 north, longitude 79.9 west. Maximum sustained winds are near 70 miles an hour with higher gusts, and moving this to the northwest at 15 miles an hour. Classified as tropical storm with winds of 39 to 73 miles per hour. Alright, let's take a look at the spaghetti-o models for this system. As you can see, here's the current position of the system, moves across western Cuba into the Gulf of Mexico. Most of the models now do take it into Louisiana, southeastern areas, and then over into portions of southern Alabama and also southern Mississippi. You can see it moves on off through Mississippi, through Alabama, and then up in toward Tennessee. One takes it over in central South Carolina. Few outliers takes it west towards the Mexican coast, but most of the computer models now are getting to better of agreement, maybe making landfall in southeastern areas of Louisiana, also across maybe southern Mississippi, maybe southwestern Alabama. So these are the computer model runs at this time. So it looks like it's going to make landfall somewhere in southeast Louisiana or either southern Mississippi. Alright, take a look at the intensity guide of the system. You can see it's got 55 knot winds, equal to 70 miles an hour. Won't be long to be a category 1 hurricane. Most of the models takes it into a category 1. There's a couple models do take it into a category 2. It's a possibility it still could, and then drop it back up to a tropical storm and then a tropical depression out about 132 to 168 hours out. Alright, if you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe. Also like these videos, share your videos, and let's continue to get the show on the road here, folks. Alright, you can see here we're going to take a look at the tropic, as we got another system to discuss. Alrighty, should be coming up here. Here it is. Alright, here is well, according to this, it's already a hurricane at 7 p.m. So got an update at 7 p.m. So now I think it's up to hurricane status, because it's not a tropical storm anymore. So it finally made it up to 75 miles per hour winds. So that was the this is the newest information right now. 75 miles an hour winds with Hurricane Rafael. This system here has a 20% chance of development over the next 2 days, and then we have a 30% chance of development here in the next 7 days, moving north of the Leeward Islands, also toward the Bahamas. This is where a system could develop possibly into something tropical as well, something I will continue to monitor and see what happens. Alright, let's move on to the current watches warning advisory map you're located across the nation. Okay. Going to speed a bit slower, but here we go. Alright, we got red flag warnings up here around Boston down to Connecticut. Hydro issues over southwestern Georgia. Also some over northeast Florida. Here's the tropical storm warnings and hurricane warnings down in the Gulf of Mexico. Also got some coastal flood advisory along the Louisiana coast. Flood warnings stretching from Missouri through Arkansas and eastern Oklahoma. Winter storm watches, winter storm warning, winter weather advisory stretching from areas of New Mexico up into Colorado, portion of Wyoming, also Montana. And also we have some more red flag warnings over here. High wind warning, wind advisories over portions of California. Some freeze warnings right along the coastal areas there. Some freeze watches also in areas of Arizona and California region also. Alright, we got the small craft advisory, gale warning from Maine down to portions of the Delaware, DC area. Also from the Outer Banks of North Carolina to the Florida Keys. A little bit across southeast Texas. Then again from Oregon State to Southern California. We have flood watches for the southern island chain of the Hawaiian area. And also the northern area. We got freeze and spray warning along coastal areas. Also winter weather advisories in a favorable portion of Alaska. Winter storm warnings. Storm warnings and winter small craft advisory for southern Alaska as well. Alright, Storm Prediction Center time. We got a little bit of severe weather possible across South Florida on day 2. That's along the Florida Keys, southern Florida, marginal risk up toward Miami to Fort Myers. General thunderstorm from Columbia to Tampa to Houston, all the way up to Louisville, Kentucky. The tornado probability is 5% along the Florida Keys, southwestern Florida, up toward Fort Myers, and also southwest of Miami, 2% risk. Let's see, damaging winds, less than 5% all areas. Large hail, pretty much same as well. Alright, let's take a look at day number 3. Alrighty, as you can see, we got general thunderstorm from Columbia to Fort Myers to New Orleans, all the way up to Nashville. We have a marginal risk over here in portions of San Antonio to Austin to Waco to Abilene areas, and then general thunderstorm from Fort Stockton up to Wichita, Kansas area, and the probability for that marginal risk is 5%. Alright, now let's wrap it up with the snowfall totals across the area. You can see the heaviest precipitation across much of Canada, also portions of the northern areas of Maine, also out west here as well, from portions of Montana down to Minnesota to portions of Wisconsin to Iowa, all the way down to areas of New Mexico, all the way back over to Oregon and Washington State. Heavy precipitation out there with lots and lots of snow falling in that region. Still no precipitation east, pretty much from Texas to the Carolinas, all the way up to portion of New York State to Michigan. No snow at this time. So, alright, well, I hope everybody enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe if you have not. Like these videos, share these videos, and we'll catch you back in the next one. So have a wonderful Tuesday evening, folks. Take care and enjoy the weather, because the only weather you got.